everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new on this channel, then welcome. I'm Liz. Nice to meet you. Kind of, sort of. It would be great if you subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. I have a German YouTube channel, but this is my English channel, so welcome. Now I live in Canada and I just figured that would be the perfect way to start an English channel. If I'm out of breath doing this video a couple of times, then that's because I'm almost 8 months pregnant, and if I talk for a long time, sometimes I'm just out of breath for no reason. But yeah, just so you know. Without further ado, I would say let's start and hop right into this video. Okay. How to work from home. Working from home is definitely something that can be done. I mean, there are so many different ways how you can work from home, and also it always depends on your job. I can only share my side of a business, which is graphic and visual design. I think maybe by sharing all of my tips, maybe you can take those tips and apply them to your business. My first category is the what. That is something I think personally is very, very important. You have to know what you want to work for or what you want to work on. So be clear on what exactly you're offering. What is your service you're offering, or what are your products? I don't know, maybe you try to build your own brand, you try to build your own business with products. That's also a totally different other side. I'm a graphic and motion designer. I studied that and graduated from college, and out of breath again. Okay, let me catch my breath first. So whenever I was going to school, I was always working. So I worked in a creative agency. I also worked for an online marketing brand, kind of. Especially in that kind of area, it's very important to have experience. And even if you're not really working and gaining experience, then it's always important to just get experience, maybe just doing your own stuff. So what I always did was I was going to school, then I had my part-time job at a creative agency. Sorry, this beeping in the background. That's the bus down the street. I live in downtown Vancouver, and sometimes it's very noisy. I apologize. So I was going to school, then projects in school. Seriously? So I was going to school, working for a part-time creative agency, and I was also always working on my private stuff. Obviously, all those other things had priorities because I was earning money at the agency. Whenever I had spare time, I just tried to focus on something completely different. So I had a wide range of, basically skills I'm constantly training. That's definitely something I can give you as a first tip, is to know what exactly you want to do and just to earn experience. Always depends on what you're doing, obviously. Just throwing this in there, which is also nowadays something you can definitely do, trying to build your own brand on social media and work through that. With that, the thing is, you shouldn't just try to make it on social media because you want to earn money. It's also something, and let me tell you, I've been trying to build my own brand for several years now. It is so much work and such hard work. You really have to be passionate about what you're doing. The same applies here. You need to know what you want to do. I think this is also why I never really managed to really grow my brand beyond what I've been growing. I mean, I have over 30,000 subscribers on my German channel. I have a little more than 8,000 on my Instagram, but I have a verified account. But yeah, I just wanted to throw this in there because obviously this is also an option to work from home. But what's always important is to build your own portfolio. So my second tip is to build your online presence. So that can be something like a website, that can be a very, very cool looking and great Instagram channel even nowadays. Sometimes I think we underestimate the power of Instagram, and I have to say I got my job, the one that I have right now where I'm working from home, basically through Instagram. I tried my best to work my butt off the past months to create really, really cool graphic images. I wasn't always 100% sure if I like it or not, but I just tried out what I can do and tried out different styles and tried to find my own style a little more. Somebody happened to somehow find my profile, and that basically gave me the opportunity to work for a really, really cool brand right now from home. It doesn't always have to be the perfect feed. I mean, seriously, who has the perfect feed? And isn't the perfect feed kind of boring too? I mean, you still want to have personality in there, but you definitely want to work hard to make it look good, to share highlights, to share your best work possibly. Be sure what kind of service you want to provide and in what area you would like to work. And you should have somewhat of an online presence, so you can definitely send somebody a link. Now we're moving on to the how. And that's the tricky part. How am I going to get a job? And seriously, maybe some of you guys are also moms to be. I mean, I was in the position, I was like, okay, well, I'm pregnant. I just moved to Canada. I mean, I have a work permit, but who's gonna employ me 6 months pregnant and gives me a full-time job? I mean, I can also only work maybe 2 more months. That doesn't help them, that doesn't help me, that doesn't help anybody, you know? I was at the point where I was like, okay, my only chance really is to try and do basically everything from home. That sounds like a really big risk, and it was, and it definitely is, but I was still looking for full-time jobs, to be honest, because I was also at the point I was like, okay, but how am I gonna do that? How am I gonna find a freelance job in a different country if the brand doesn't know me? Because freelancing usually is something based off relationships, I would say. So if the brand really knows you and know you're getting the job done even from home, you know, they trust you, obviously. And I feel like this is the toughest part, to really, really find somebody who trusts you. So first of all, what you want to do is maybe look for some Facebook groups. I know Facebook is totally out these days. I don't really go on Facebook anymore too, but Facebook is really, really good for just groups in general. For example, here in Vancouver, there are a lot of film-related groups on Facebook where people post if they're looking for short-term art director, short-term producer, short-term whatever in the indie film industry. And this is something for whatever area you're looking for to work from home that could really, really work. So Facebook groups are definitely something I would recommend looking for. Then number 2 is just follow some brands you like a brand you really, really like and want to support. And maybe they post something like, hey, we're looking for, I don't know, graphic designer or for a salesperson or whatever. And then you can reach out to them and that's your chance. So yeah, that's basically how I got my job, to be honest. I was following this brand I'm working for right now, and they were looking actually only for somebody in their location. And I was thinking like, okay, well then I don't have a chance. I mean, I could work from home, but they specifically said they're only looking for somebody in the area. But I still had this gut feeling, you know, maybe I just reach out to them. And the next day, basically, I had the job. Don't be afraid to still reach out to people and to reach out to brands. I mean, you can always try just to connect with brands first and tell them, hey, I'm this type of person, I do this type of job, and I would love to work for you. Maybe you're looking for somebody right now or later. And you never know what happens, so you have to be proactive. And this is how you're going to make it sooner and not later. You have to be the person to reach out to brands, to reach out to people, because they don't know you exist. They don't know you want to work for them, you know? If you're not going to them, they're definitely not coming to you. I mean, definitely there's so many different types on how to work from home, as I mentioned. Whatever you're trying to do, let me tell you, you have to do the work first. It's not going to happen, as I just mentioned, if you're just sitting around and wait for something to happen. It's hard work you need to put in first. If you put hard work into everything, then the outcome is way bigger at the end, and also it happens way faster. If you watch this video because you really want to do this, then go and get started. build your online presence, send messages to people, and also not only random. Always try to think of what you're writing them. And try to sell yourself from the very best way you could possibly can. So if you're just like, hey, brand XO, I want to work for you, I'm great. Let me know if you're looking for somebody. Best regards, you know what I mean. Put effort into every email, even if it sounds like a lot of work. But as I said, you have to do the work first, and then you can only get the biggest outcome. At least that's my perspective and my tips I could give you. Yeah, that would be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, I would really appreciate it. I try to upload every week. Yeah, I just have to see how everything works out since I'm working from home, not only trying to build my online own brand, and also because this little baby boy is due in 7 weeks. So we'll see how all of that goes, and I'm out of breath again. But anyways, all right, I'm rambling again. I hope this video was helpful, and I see you in my next one. Bye bye.